Healthy Living Lifestyles by Organicchef, teaching you how to cook and eat to live. Organicchef. Let's get cooking today. Tonight we're making shrimp wontons. Let's get cooking. Welcome back, this is Organicchef. Tonight we're going to demonstrate to you how I make shrimp wontons at home. Let's get started. So I've got some cut up shrimp for you that I've diced and cut up. I've lightly seasoned it with a little bit of salt and pepper. And here are our onions and mushrooms. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to saute our vegetables first. Salt, pepper, smells great. So I used about 1 to 2 tablespoons of organic non-GMO coconut oil. You're free to use whatever oil you use, extra virgin olive oil. I try to stick with a healthy oil. As I can see right now, it's a little bit drying out already, so I'm going to pour a little bit more. I don't want to overdo it, but I want to leave enough to saute the vegetables. I also want to leave enough oil in the pan for when I start to incorporate and saute my diced shrimp. With the diced shrimp, I'm also adding a little bit of tamari. I chose to use tamari. It's a vegan supplement to soy. It's also a reduced sodium version. So I'm going to mix a little bit of that and a little bit of lime juice. So you'll see that coming up next. Takes about 1 to 2 minutes to saute. You just want it brown, a little brown, but not dark. And then we'll add the shrimp. So it's been about 1.5 minutes. It's just about where I want it. The onions are translucent and the mushrooms are softening, and that's where you want it to be. Let's take a look. Okay. So now we're going to add our diced shrimp. We're going to add a little bit of tamari. I'll wash my hands really quick because I touched that raw shrimp. But it's cooking. Okay, so now we're cooking. We're sauteing a little bit. Cooking on about a medium heat. When the shrimp is cooked about a third, 3/4 of the way through, we're going to remove our vegetable and shrimp mixture so it has time to cool. So it should cool in about 10 minutes to where we want it before we add it to the wonton and deep fry them. About 2 more minutes, we should be rock and rolling and ready to go. So at this time, we're just waiting for the shrimp to finish cooking 3/4 of the way through. We don't want to cook it all the way through because what's going to happen is they're going to start to toughen up when you deep fry it. So we're only partially cooking it right now. to saute with the vegetables so we don't have raw crunchy vegetables in our fried wontons. Unless you like that texture, that's fine, but that's not what I'm going for tonight. So it'll take about another 30 seconds and I'm gonna take it off, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on our wontons, okay? Stay tuned. Okay, so welcome back. Our seafood mixture with our mushrooms and our onions and our shrimp have cooled off enough where we can start using them to build the wontons. In the meantime, what I've done is I put about a half a cup of organic non-GMO canola oil in my pan to get it nice and hot and ready so we can deep fry our wontons. It's about 350 right now. So let's put these bad boys together. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little bit of the shrimp mixture. We're gonna put it in the center. About a teaspoon is what I'm doing here right now. I'm gonna dab my finger into some water so I'll be able to seal the wontons. This will ensure them to stay closed while cooking and create a nice, neat presentation. I'm pressing them down with the tips of my finger to make sure that it stays closed. So I've checked the other side, it's nice and closed. So we're going to continue to keep doing that, and then we'll be right back and we'll start frying them. Okay, so I'm on the last wonton. You don't want to put too much because you want the wonton to stay intact without the food particles coming out when you fry it. So I would say the max for this size wonton would be a teaspoon, no more. So now we're going to test our fryer here to see if it's frying. It's at the temp we want it. So I'm doing like a wonton here. So it's ready. Crisping up. That's what we want. So we're ready to go. One wonton in, 2 wontons, 3 wontons. Don't want to overcrowd the pan. I chose a small pan because I'm not making that much. I'm going to turn them over because they're going to start browning. I've got a white cloth here that I'm going to lay them on so I can drain all the grease. So I've chosen mushrooms. Mushrooms are good for vitamin D. Shrimp is good for protein. I've also chosen some shrimp that I'm going to, spinach that I'm going to garnish with. Shrimp has protein as well as calcium as well as potassium, and it's good for you. So I always like to incorporate healthy eating, nutrient-dense foods, and then give you a little bit of explanation about what we're cooking, why we're including in the meal, and then you can count these things when you're doing your daily meal planning as far as what vitamins and minerals that you'll be eating based upon what you cook for today. So we're down to the last wonton. I'm turning off my heat. And thus removing it. Here are our wontons. So we're going to get rid of the plate. Oh, for that, I'm going to do my garnish, correct? Let's do our garnish. Remove our tongue, so we no longer need those. So, let's get some spinach shredded. I just like to add some color to my plating. Also, still adding some nutrients to it. In addition to that, I also want to include something fresh that's raw and hasn't been cooked. I try to at least include maybe 40 to 50% of a raw vegetable or something that is uncooked in my meals when I'm eating. It's good for you. It's good for your digestive tract. So we're going to lay our shredded spinach down. We're going to get our wontons together. There you have it. Shrimp wontons. Bon appetit. So tonight we made shrimp wontons. Really easy. Not too hard to do. You've done your prep work and you've chopped and diced your shrimp and your vegetables. I use mushrooms and onions, but you can pretty much use any vegetables you like. Just be careful of the water ratio when you're applying your vegetable mixture and your protein mixture to your wonton, because you don't want the wonton to absorb a lot of the water. So that's why we cooked it first. We drained it, and then we added it to our wonton. So this is something that you could do. It didn't take me that long. It took maybe all of about 10-15 minutes. Including prep and cooking time. Obviously, I didn't make a lot. This is something just to show you how you could do it at home. Obviously, if you're going to make more than 4 or 6, it's going to take you a little bit longer, but not that much longer. Cooking at home is very good for you. It's healthy. You know what's in your food. You've purchased what you're cooking, so hopefully you've taken the time out to know what's in the food, that you're not buying something that's processed, you're not buying something that has additives or chemicals, things like that. You want to eat as clean as possible. So when I do my shopping, these are the things that I look for as Organic Chef. I try to look for things that are best in quality and that are good for me to eat and my family as well. And what I'm serving to people, I want to give a good quality product to people who enjoy eating my food. So they're getting nutrients, they're getting vitamins, they're getting minerals, they're getting clean, natural food, and it tastes great. So this is what I want to pass off to you if you want to include this type of healthy living lifestyle cooking in your daily cooking regimen and your meal planning. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Please leave a comment. I'm always welcoming good and feisty comments, anything that you want to add, anything that you thought that I missed out on. But I try to cover the basics. If you want to do further classes, I do classes as well. I do cooking demonstrations, private ones. I also do small groups. So this is something that you're interested in, hit me up, Organic Chef. Thanks for clicking with us. Organic Healthy Living Lifestyle, Organic Chef.